today. From Orlando, Florida, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Orlando Sentinels taking on the Portland Lumberjacks.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Portland Lumberjacks and the Orlando Sentinels. Hello again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Orlando team as they enter play. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. Back to throw. McCollum. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Looking to throw. McCollum. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability. Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Back to throw. McCollum. And he'll just get rid of it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. McCollum. And oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And it'll be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterback shake-off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. On the move past the 40, down the left sideline. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run by Collins. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And again, it's Collins. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He finds his man, complete. That's Leonard. And he goes out right around the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB2, let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Cobb. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
On 2nd down, Collins. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. They got to get to the 23 here on third. Looking to throw. Cobb. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of the times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Here's a first down run with Collins. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Drops it underneath for Collins.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Cobb. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Trying to punch it in with Collins. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Lumberjacks have cut it back within a score. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point attempt to come here. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive.
Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ross. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Franklin.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On third down, it's Ross. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Usually we see runs like this as the deep. This guy is setting the tone early, running through.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a give right side. It's Ross.
He's got it to the 43 here.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
To throw on second down, McCollum.
That's complete to Shipley. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, Ross. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ross.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on.
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
That'll be caught by Shipley.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And this one is right through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there, because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And that will bring up 2nd down.
The defense turned it into a successful play.
To about the 39. Over center with Collins. And down Cobb. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Leonard. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return.
And they will take over first and 10. Orlando takes back over on offense.
And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out and out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll keep it on the ground. Ross. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
To throw on third down, McCollum.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
So they bring out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be first and 10 as they take over. Portland's offense now about set to take over.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy? All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and this regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Running out of the gun, Collins. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Ready. 60 rounds. 60 rounds.
They'll try and run forward with Collins.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Ready. 33. Yellow. 52. 10. Hut.
Now a play fake here on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Leonard. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that'll bring up second down. Back to throw. Cobb. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun. Cobb.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Ready?
On first down. Cobb.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here. Again, he'll drop to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And his kick is indeed good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. And now this offense comes back out onto the field as we eat closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
A throw over the middle, taken in.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
They go play action here on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of
of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Franklin. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. And this one is right down Broadway. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, he's still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Portland's offense now about set to take over. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're able to get this one across the 35. On 1st and 10, Cobb got his man complete over the middle. That's Collins. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll look to throw again. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. But thankfully, this is corralled by the offense, so they will, in fact, hold on to the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. A give right to Collins. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. One more go for this offense in the first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Open man is Ross, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing on 1st down, McCollum. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach in our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, and it's the visitors who are out in front in the second quarter. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home in U.S. Bank Stadium. And that one all even as they play the visiting Carolina Panthers. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. The Lions trying to hold on and claim victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. They run with Collins. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Cobb. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, Cobb. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a first down.
And he'll be the one in the film session if he's saying, hey, run that one back, Coach.
Yeah.
Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that
2
again.
more times.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
Out of the gun, this is Collins. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throw left side complete. That's Leonard.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Cobb. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. 12 yards as they get to reset the sticks.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st and 10, Cobb. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cobb.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
No gain on the screen there. It's second down. Operating from the gun. Cobb over the middle, complete. That's Hart. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on third down. Cobb, and it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Lumberjacks are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will put them on top here in the third. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other. I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a give right side. It's Ross. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. So the opening drive of this third quarter, they're trying to set the tone for the second half.
And without a doubt, they did exactly that. I've known coaches who have said the first 5 minutes of each half are so important to do exactly what you said, which is set the tone. I've also heard coaches talk about the first 5 plays. Let's go out and be aggressive right off the top. That's exactly what they did.
They bring their punter out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's Collins.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 74 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give to Collins. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Collins. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. Cobb. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and they add on and get a little bit of a cushion. It's 20-16 now. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts, because he definitely needs some assistance.
To throw on 2nd down. McCollum got a man open. It's Ross. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd and long. McCollum, and bringing it in, it's Davis. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Ross. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Now this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, McCollum. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards yards to pick up the first.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. On the slant, he's got Davis. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. Oh, no, he lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now a handoff up the middle. Ross. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down. McCollum. And that is incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down. Throw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 40, the 20, and it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
Throwing on 1st down. Cobb. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Cobb. And this will be incomplete.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Operating from the gun. Cobb. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. A gigantic sack on 3rd and goal. A loss of 12.
The lessons will continue, but this rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This will get the lead up to 7. And his kick here is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game.
from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Orlando takes back over on offense. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Up the middle they go. It's Ross. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Here we go. Set. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Ross. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. McCollum. He finds his man. Complete. That's Franklin. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now. Looking to throw. McCollum. In trouble, and he's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front and getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. Portland's offense now about set to take over. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
On 2nd down now, it's Hart, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a first down pickup of 8. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break,
We'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
They'll keep it on the ground.
It's Hart.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, Hart. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they will take a knee here.
2nd and 11.
Up the middle they go. It's Hart. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for Portland,
it's a rare win, just their 2nd in these first 8 games.
And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.